Hi, Adam. I'm having issues with my screen. I don't have anything on my screen, just blank, black, nothingness. But according to everyone else, I can be seen. I just don't know. I'm just doing a testing. I know. I don't have any issues. Well, I'm having some issues with Twitch. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, everyone else can see me, but I can't see anything. When I'm on Twitch, I end the stream and I get a screen they put up has a little camera with a line through it, and so I'm going this. I'm refreshing. It finally ends, but I don't know. I never had any problems with this until today. I did a 2-hour stream. Hmm. Yeah, it's. I did it. I do that because of someone I somebody I used to know said do it, and so I do it. And for 2 hours today, I did YouTube here just for the nothing. I went 5 times just here. Twitch, I can see myself. It's an obscure little square. I had to move the camera, but here's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just not loading any picture. I sent feedback twice to YouTube. Everyone can see me but me. I can record on my camera, do the video, and then send it to YouTube to load up. I can go live on Twitch, but I go on YouTube. I just nothing. That's why I have a short video for like 16 seconds. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, it's trying to figure it all out. I'm just looking at these things. Okay, I am confused. I did nothing wrong. It all came up. You know, yeah, if I record a video through Logitech and follow their guidelines on YouTube, well, no big deal. Loading, no problem. But going straight into YouTube live, it's it's just a guess what is. And I didn't know I had a little bit of a thing in my hair earlier too. Was like, okay, I turned around like, hey, didn't know that. I don't know. As long as everyone can see me, I just had to guess what everything is. And for 2 hours, just back and forth, back and forth. I got all my notes down. My desk is still messy. I appreciate that. Clean my desk a bit. I thought, well, if I maybe it was because I'd loaded something from Google. My friend has a through his Google Drive that maybe that was it. So I had to listen to an audio. I had it in the background, but I turned everything else off. It's just a blank screen. But I said one more time because everything's gone. What I'm gonna do here is one thing for Published Clearinghouse, but that's always been that. I've had issues with that before. Went through my notes, threw a lot of things away. I got notes for the talk show, so I'm glad I did. And lots of notes written down what songs I want to put on YouTube. What songs I need to give to my assistant manager and say, okay, here. These are all the songs you need to add to the playlist. So we have more variety at work. Excuse me. And I was talking to a friend who like knows all these people. Like, my God. He stayed in Johnny Cash's house back in the day. And it just came up with Kenzo's Customs. He was on for a bit. But Kenzo left, and I told Timescales, I need because I have 94 subscribers now. When I reach 100, I want to have a 3D printed an award made saying that I have 100 subscribers from on YouTube. Just a small one, just put in the background, it's a 3D thing. That'd be funny. But this is driving me nuts. I just have no freaking idea what is going on here. No other software to record the videos. I use Logitech, and I had no problems because I did do a video. I had a 16-second live video, and I went back and said, "Oh, it's everyone can see me." But then I kept trying again. It's like that report to YouTube. I made a YouTube video loaded like that because it's just a little bit saying, "Pardon me, I don't know what's going on." Then load it again, and right when I was about to leave, everyone starts popping up. So, okay, so I just do that. Yeah, time with over 1,000 friends and followers, I would have thought, you know what? I mean, I every time I do the snack videos, they just keep popping up because of the tags. But they're like, okay, not worth here and there. I may have lost definitely 2 subscribers over the year, but yeah, it's just be nice to see. It's like, oh, I have over 100 people. But it's just, this is, I just have no idea. The clock is ticking live, 7 minutes, 54 seconds, 2 viewers, 1 thumbs up. Microphone's moving. Microphone's back on. Share screen, share that I'm doing it live, end stream button, edit. For the last 2 live streams, my little emoticons popped up again. The heart, the smiley face, party, the ooh, and the 100. That came up. Participants. Participants, it shows you and me, but it also says someone else is watching, so it's probably a tag. But I don't need to moderate anything, don't need to timestamp anything, don't need to pop out anything. I don't touch that stuff. I just have no idea. And besides sending feedback. Oh, I hope you feel better, Christina. On Christina on Facebook. And was just a guess. There was an Adam Grayskull, so I sent a friend's request out there too. This has been a productive that I did a 2-hour live stream, which surprises me. I was like, I was going to end it, but then Kenzo Creations popped up, and then watched the numbers. Like, wow, I had 3 people. Wow, at the time, I had 3 people again. Wow, just even popping up on the screens. Like, okay, it's pretty cool. I just kept going, talking about I don't know what's going on, this and that, and it just my Twitch thing lasts an hour, like I try to plan it on, keep it around an hour. This I just went on and got everything taken care of I wanted. I threw away a lot of notes, and again, I separated a lot of notes. I had all these papers I dumped out, and so I have notes for when I do the talk show, which is good. Just ideas, here and there. Is okay. I can use this for talk show, and then lots more notes for song listings. So I may just redo that one. I may just say, okay, here's a song list. I'm gonna type it up, print it out, and just hand it to my assistant manager. Say, I'm not texting on my flip phone. All these various songs because he doesn't have access on YouTube, access to Facebook on his new phone. So okay, that'd be the easiest thing to do. But I was all day long. I was trying to focus on listening to 3 ish, 3 hour ish long audios to prepare for tomorrow night's show. I did. Uh, the Cyclone one. Yes, yes. Oh, yes. Like Christina was keeping record of that when you were making a video. 44 people. That's good. Monetize on Twitch. I think you have to have that certain number of peoples. Once you have a certain number of subscribers, then it'll recognize. If you have a certain number of people on that there, they say, okay, we recognize you do that. That whole achievement thing is said if I can achieve having 10 people on Twitch at one time, I reached that accomplishment. But money wise, I think you had to have join in. I can't think of the words. So tired. Uh, affiliates like that, because yeah, affiliates. My friend who at watch hours too, you have to have all these accomplishments. I looked at the list, so okay, I'm not gonna make that. And how many people you can subscribe to, and I don't even subscribe. My friend who I co-panel with on Legend of the Traveling Chartist, I think it was her moderator gave me a free month, and the former internet love of my life, which now I know you can. There's a way of checking, see who's watching, who's on the chat, and on Twitch it has like, who are these people? These are not the 7 people on my chat that are followers. So she can just click on that and see it. So I that explains why she has an ugly face. I mean, it's like grumpy, but it's just the followers. I mean, I got subscribed because of her moderator. It's like they put $5 a month. Like, okay, I spend too much money on other things. I gotta sell this stuff. I got money that I need to sell too, because there's always a collector for money. And one site said, "Well, if you have a nickel and on the back of it has a D, which is declares the Denver Mint, that's worth money." I say, well, to find a reputable dealer that will say how much it's worth, that's what I need to do. So a lot like YouTube and YouTube, yeah. Yeah, I accomplished the old, what was it again? Come on, click on another page. Let's see, bring about, no, I don't, MGO got something, okay, no. Where's my manage videos? That's it? No. See, I did a short video, something went wrong, minute 28 seconds, no one watched that, but the live video was almost 2 hours. I had 13 views. Wow. 13 views and 2 likes and I think, wow. That's amazing. Even though March 18th I had 15 views, March 11th I had 24 views. That was okay. Wow. I'm trying to see here. Shorts. I don't have a smartphone to do shorts. Trying to get to, oh yeah. New achievement. I had 10,000 views. the analysis thing, the top videos, but I doesn't show me anything about how to get to the other achievements. I like to see what can I achieve. I had 10,647 views so far. Wow. Content dashboard. Video analysis, 94 subscribers. Ideas. Uh, I know you cannot have anyone under the age of 18. At that setting, if I do that, then there's no chat involved. It's weird. But I was wondering, like, why do I have a blank screen? Hmm. And I know on YouTube to be monetized, you had to have over 100 people subscribe, and then you could have that add-on of yes, if you want to pay, you do that. Yes, you have that. And Legend of Traveling TARDIS does that. So I'd be able to say it. Say, yes, I have over 100 subscribers. So if you felt like giving me $1, you can do so. Uh, I just okay. Okay. So all these, I just have no idea. I did nothing wrong, and it's not letting me have an image on my screen. I remember when I started YouTube Live. Yeah, it is. It was a mirror image. It's like, why am I looking at a mirror image on here? And then it then fixed itself when you told me about when my if I do live on YouTube, and it was no, it's YouTube Studio. OBS, which I know my friend uses OBS when she's on Twitch. On YouTube, is just when it says to me, want to go live? Yes, I do. I hit the create button, upload videos, go live, create post, new podcast, new playlist, new podcast. That's new to me because when I make a video, I decide, is it going to be a podcast besides regular video, fit in my, subcategories, usually under raves and rants. And it's always says, you want to put it as a podcast too? So sure. I have no idea where the podcast goes because I didn't remember there's a YouTube music channel. So that's what I'm guessing it is. But podcast, I'm just gonna. Oh, okay. Yeah, if I wanted to create a new podcast or set an existing playlist as a podcast, which I do. I did that for other things. Submit RSS feed. I have no idea what that means. But I could create a new podcast? Okay. I'll tinker with that later. Tomorrow's supposed to rain, so I'm gonna probably stay home. You thought I couldn't go live through YouTube unless I had 1,000 subs? Oh, no, no. They must have changed that some time ago because, like for me, my special address has the @ symbol on it. It's that novelty kind of thing. Because when I was doing live and you asked me, I had like 87 subscribers. You and Christina and a couple others joined in, and I had one today. It's like, oh, 94, cool. No, I've been doing live for how long have I been doing live? I like that is showing on my screen that there is a live video going on. is oh, it did do some changes that I asked for, I think. No, it didn't. It added the live now because I did ask for it, but it doesn't show like when I plan for the new live streams. I don't know. I've been tinkering with this thing, just following what it says, and it still doesn't do it right. What was I looking for? Oh yes, under my live list, I've been doing live for a year now, and I've been making videos for. Let's see. Can I go home? Go home. Go to playlists. I have 707 music videos. I have like 7,000 videos in my head. Let's see. Solid Ground. That was Raves and Rants. Let's see. Live was first, then Raves and Rants. Just to check here. I know it's been a year since I've been on. 7 months ago, 8 months ago, 8 months ago. Keep loading, keep loading. 10 months, 11 months, 1 year. Anything past okay. My new videos are on the bottom. Let's kind of like make a quick adjustment. I have no idea. No, I don't want to do that. It's definitely been over a year since I've done this stuff. Hypervelocity. Come on, go faster, go faster, go faster. Here we go. So it's like one of the first things I've ever done was a live video. I've been on Legend of the Traveling TARDIS for over a year. Okay. But yeah, I've always been able to do that. In the vanity title of at Reverend Amagon was used. I keep thinking, well, if I what happened to it? All my things are all mixed up now. Not worried about the playlist. Bring back my live stream page. Yeah, I never did anything just for YouTube Studios. It's just bring up YouTube page and it says create, upload video, go live, create post. Okay, that's different from what the other thing I just saw. Okay. When I'm on just the main page at Reverend Amgon featured, I just click the create button, upload video, go live, or create post. When I'm on my dashboard, I got the create button for upload videos, go live, create post, new playlist, and new podcast. And on live stream, it's just I don't get it. I send them feedback, send them pictures. That's all I can do. Whether YouTube gets to it, and time to go to communities. Like I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. All I know is it's supposed to rain, so I probably won't do anything. See the full forecast. Tuesday. It's supposed to rain at noon. Y'all. At 12 o'clock Eastern Daylight Saving Time is supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain. Oh boy, is it supposed to rain. 8 hours of rain. That's not kosher. Oh boy. Wednesday. Come back. It's supposed to rain from oh boy. My yard's gonna be flooded, and I won't be able to flush the toilets because they have a septic tank. 12, 18. Let's see, it's 12 hours. I thought 18, 12. Yes, it's supposed to rain for 18 hours tomorrow. Oh God, I hope not. That's insane to rain for 18 hours from noon tomorrow to 6 a.m. It's supposed to rain. And then dry, 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 dry until on through April 3rd. Dry. But they're planning it to rain for 12 o'clock p.m. to 6 a.m. Wednesday. I will definitely have to go out on Wednesday so I can go to a store and use a restroom. Because that is absolutely nuts. Oh, my word. It was said that if it rains in March or rains before or after spring, it's supposed to be a good omen. Say, well, I don't need 18 hours of rain. It rained very heavily, and there's just sadly we're low land, and because septic tank, the water piles up in the pipes, and there's nothing that can be done about it. Hmm. It's bad enough to see a blank screen, but it's YouTube Studio. I followed exactly what they did. I said, I sent screen capture, so that's all I can do. I can't do no more. All I know is when I can pull up a. What did I do that for? Why did I push the button for? It's not going to go through. I pushed the Logitech button by accident. No, don't keep loading. It's not going to load. Don't tell me. I need the X to close it out. Camera not available. I know. I accidentally pushed it. C922 ProStream webcam. That's what it is. That's the source. Nothing has changed on the source. Well, as long as everyone else can see me on YouTube Live, so it's just YouTube Live. The studio will not let me do anything. Twitch, I have no problem. Just that whole small screen, that bugs me. It's like, how can anyone have such a wide screen? Because I use OBS. My friend, she uses OBS and she has problems. So I said, her OBS has IBS. It's, and since I just have it for just chatting, I found that out. And so just people following my tags and just hear me complaining about my 4 days working, anything that happens in the 4 days, and then anything happens between today and Wednesday. With YouTube, it's me saying what's going on through the whole week. To say, hey, I'm live. And when you brought it up, I said, hey, let me do live. I'm going to do live again. And that's when the screen went from a mirror image to exactly as it should be. That's why I didn't do live, because it did a mirror image. And I had no idea why it did it. It was so weird and funky. It's like, okay, I like it. And someone asked me on the last stream, he's been following me for 6 months, and why do I do it? I'm trying to entertain people, trying to get the word out, this and that. What 5 things should a viewer know about me? He's like, well, if it's not already, I didn't say it, but it's already in my description. Former actor, writer, evil genius. I'm writing again. I write posts all the time. I'm on the chats for X's for show. I'm on the chat. Well, my friends have X's for show, which I pop on with YouTube. Legends of Traveling Charters. I try to do it if I'm not on the show. So I'm the hashtag guru. Yes. And I talked a lot about the talk show, how I want to have things done, and examples of, these are opinions from 3 different regions. We'll invite guests. They'll come on the show, ask questions, 3 of us, American, Canadian, British, American, British, Canadian. And then we'll say, pick a letter. And from that letter, we'll go down and say, okay, what do we have here? And next guest, they pick a letter. They can't use the same letter because we had to go through A through Z first. Had to go through all 26 letters before we get to the other set. So it'll be fun. And we just talk about, whatever we need to talk about. I mentioned things like statues and inflation. Um, I'm gonna use this as the prop too. It's like, okay, let's see. What are we gonna talk about here? What are we gonna talk about here? Avocado oil and peppermint oil equals no acne. Well, I need to do that too. Appointed versus elected. That's part of. I mentioned food stamps, and I show receipts. And why are the people that need it can't get it? Well, that's because the system's screwed up. That's a note for Doctor Who when I write my story. Government shutdowns. We're not getting political. We're not, like, for me, I'm not left or right. I'm in the middle. I'm just a mod saying, yes, exactly right. And sadly, here, the people that have it, they just put in someone else's address. So, the people that absolutely do not need it, like those that work for the post office, they make a lot of money. It's almost impossible to work for the post office. How is it that person has food stamps? And a lot of it too, because they put the address of their parent or their relative. As if you ever answer the phone, exactly. Homeless is another thing talking about too. In San Francisco, it's basically shut down. All businesses are shut down. You walk down there, you don't want to walk down there because there's tents, if they're lucky. And then the homeless, they're just, defecating on the road, needles everywhere. So businesses are shut down. Kenzo and I were talking. I mentioned the self checkout because I mentioned a lot of here and there. Oh, these things have happened during the week, and his Walmart was shut down because of too much stealing. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. I jumped that one. They shut down the self checkout lanes at his Walmart because too many people were stealing. Now Walmart wants you to have a subscription to go through the self checkout. Why can't they be like Target? Target, you say limit 10 items. So my mom would have a buggy for 10 items. I would have a buggy for 10 items. I pay. Oh, no big deal. We're done. I'm fine with that. But anyone with a cart full of food overflowing, they have to go through the lines. They cannot do self checkout. All the people that stand around and talk to each other, not paying attention, especially with all these cameras running, like, how can they not see? I mean, Kroger grocery store, there's a camera looking right at you. Or it's right behind me or something. But it's like one mistake, and they need to be called in. Weighing the produce. There's a problem. Someone comes in. Like, so I don't know how this is happening, but if you're doing it right, then something has to be wrong. Because if you're doing it wrong, it's and he said, Kenzo said, lawsuits because you can't stop people from stealing. Hence, in Oregon, in Portland, there's having all these issues with people just coming in, stealing things, and walking out. Nothing can be done. So people that do work hard, these small businesses, they get nothing out of it. They just get lose, and nothing's done. Nothing, because they're always gonna have a lawyer backing up the bad guys. So that's the topic there. That's nothing wrong with that. And people say food stamps. Like, well, why? When I know two people, old elderly people, that you know they were offered $10, yet someone has 1,600 and more dollars left over. It's like, why do you need that? Who are these people saying, well, you know what, I'm gonna just put your other address here. They'll never check, kind of thing. While others that need it had to go through rigmarole and all these problems, be checked out because, well, I don't know. It's wrong. And when my boss goes, well, I don't care that they have $1,600 as long as they come here and shop, because that's the corporate thing. That's the money grabbing. I just can't. That's why I'm always making these videos, trying to inform people this is what is going on. The ideas of another one I keep bringing up, removing of statues. It's like, this is part of history. You tear it down, you put up a tree, or you leave nothing there at all. People forget. People forget everything. I forget names when I shouldn't be. I'm still thinking of an artist who's saying "I go crazy." I can just type it in YouTube and there it pops up. I can do it right now. I am on YouTube. Let me get out of my here. Go to YouTube, and I can see the guy's face. He had a blonde hair, blonde beard. I'm going crazy because Paul Davis. I just type in "I go." That's one song. If I like to see if I can reach that level of singing, when I ever get back to Las Vegas, and as my friend who is the creator of the band Von Bolt and also is the new rhythm guitar of another band, Velvet Chains, and they go international. They're like stadium. Well, Von Bolt is local bars and such in Vegas, and he even created another band with his friend, who I'm by acquaintance. She and I are friends now too, so she cannot deny it. They have a smaller band of three with a drummer. I think the drummer's from either the new drummer's from Von Bolt or from Velvet Chains. I can't tell, but they're just singing cover songs, and that's what I would do. I would just sing cover songs. So I have my list in here too. In there, I wrote down yesterday at work, and I kept writing up and down here. So, well, how about this one? Write down. What songs could I sing? I even said to him, "Can you play the banjo?" And he says, "I cannot, but I believe Lisa can." So if it all falls together, I would say, yes, I'm going to be in Vegas this period. Is there, because and I made my admission that I would love to sing some cover songs with the adversaries. Sing with the adversaries. No finger quotes, just just a little kind of little pub or something. One night only. And the poster alone, the adversaries featuring Tasty Cake. One night only. As I sing various singers that I know of, songs and such, usually in their voice. Someone told me I was another band. I wrote it down. Thankfully, I wrote it down because I can't remember it. All these things. But my main thing was looking at this black screen. Everything else is all black. except for live, the time, 2 people watching, 1 thumbs up, top chat, edit, end stream, the little emojis on the side. I can go, "Ee, ee." I don't know. It's just I'm flustered. But at least I accomplished doing a live video, because that's my goal, is just to continue on as it should. Why this comes about, I don't know. I need to take my mirror out every so often. Hey, look, there's a camera. Hey. Check myself. I dye my hair again. So all these frustrating people and all these frustrating things. Gray has popped up and the acne breakouts. Oy, oy, oy. Suppose it has to do with the water. That'd be another thing. Talking about the water in America. It's causing people's hair to fall out and bad skin. Yeah, it's happened to me. It could be the septic tanks. Because the way the rain blocks up the pipes, I don't doubt it. It's always something. But as my friend James said, happy birthday. You're going to die. Make this year your spoken like a true rock star. And that's when I had to bring up, can he play banjo, because I can sing as Kermit the Frog for Rainbow Connection. And listen to Elvis and Frankie. He knows it'd be Frank Sinatra because he's a huge fan. He is a huge fan of Frank Sinatra. So I planted a seed. As Pink Wasabi told me I should go on Twitch, as you told me I should go on YouTube. As much as I bothered Lisa Foyle, she's an actress, who's also in the band Von Bolt, about being friends, and now, by default and association, she and I are friends. She can't deny it now. Just silliness, fun facts, fun things. That's all I want to do. And when I do the talk show, it's, like I said, it's going to be, some people may not like it, but it's about discussion. That's what we all want to do. We want to discuss things, talk about, what about this, what about that? And that's what makes things happen, because people ignore, people forget, history repeats itself. And that's what, sadly, I see what's going to happen in the States very soon, because COVID was overlooked. They say, oh, people died. Oh, it's not going to affect me. And I knew some people that did die of it. I knew some people that caught it and they had side effects. One of them lost their sense of taste. They already left, so I don't know if they got it back. If she ever came back to the store, I said, did you ever get back your sense of taste? Because you had COVID? Because you didn't care? I mean, I wear the mask and shield because I don't trust people. They alone. People will just cough without covering their mouths. People cough in their hands, then touch everything. Like, I get sick for at least 2 weeks. I usually don't take medicine anymore. I don't want to be, can't think of the word. Not the word of dependent on, addicted to. That is true. That's the sad part too. I have a friend and my ex-girlfriend, they cannot, because they're health issues. So they have to avoid people altogether. And they know right to do so because you get a generalized shot. And the only thing that affected me was it hurt. I hate needles. It's bad enough I have acne and on my forehead when I was scratching. Oh my God, why am I still having acne and I am so old? And I need my hair to cover up the acne. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at her butt. So those that were told by the doctor, you can't have it, and they understand. But those that, don't believe, like I said, there was someone I knew, I wasn't wearing a mask and he wasn't. He said he had COVID. He did not wear a mask because he didn't protect himself. He caught it. He didn't care who caught it from him. And sad part, I liked him. He was always grumpy, but so am I, mainly because of customers. And he passed. It was at his immune system was shot. That was it. He accepted his fate. Meatloaf, the singer, did not care either. He said, "How do I get a rock and roll ending?" Like that's why I just couldn't listen to any of his songs for a long time. Still haven't. Because why do you want to give up your life to say, "I don't believe in it"? And his family he did this to his family. He let himself die while his family grieve on. Like, that's selfishness. I mean, I was sick a few weeks ago. I was like, okay, I'm just drinking tea and everything else, taking calm. Yeah, fortunately, I did not have any effects from the shots besides hating needles and feeling the pain there. Taking Advil. My mom, she hates it. She will not take a flu shot. I took the flu shot and the COVID shot. So both my arms are freaking hurting here. So, and my immune system is just piss poor. That's why I need it from my immune system. There is no universal remedies. Never will be. Everyone's system is different. And there's no solution for anything. Like James said, we're going to die. Make the most of it. But of course, he said, make this year your best. It cracks me up every time I think about it. Then I had another friend said, I'm still on Facebook. Okay. Let's take a Facebook page. I can bring up my notes. What did Nico say to me? It just heartwarming. Like I had my former work bestie say something. He's like, "Oh my God, really? Oh." For Nico was happy birthday. What a great co-contributor. Sure glad to be on here with you, dude. Like, that made me feel good because that's all I can really do is co-contribute. Because I'm just not at the level I'm trying. That's why I'm on the next tomorrow night and the week after trying to do the review for the audio. I listened to it, but I was so busy doing everything else. I was like, I may have to go cheat and bring up a Wikipedia just to back me up. Because I remember it. I understood it. When I listen to stuff, I just listen for entertainment. I'm not good at reviewing. And last week, we're supposed to have 5 people. We ended up with 3 people. So I went back and said, this is what I wrote down. This is what I got out of it, and I was happy with it. This week, I was like, "Okay, I gotta clean this mess." I did. It took me hours, and I thought, well, maybe because I always had that up, maybe that messed up YouTube. I don't know. So that was on my mind too. But at the end of the day, you can only do so much. I can It's not like I'm getting paid for it. That's why I keep hearing, it's like, "You're not getting paid for it. Why are you doing it?" Like, my mental stability. I should have been cleaning today. I should have been cleaning my mess. But I am taking out my notes from the one bucket, which was up there, and so I'm happy with that. While trying to focus on what's said, what is the story about? I understand. How do I put in the review of how I liked it? It was good. I can say, but can I compare it to the part 1, which I like part 1 a lot because I can relate to it? This one is, the story idea is like, okay, I not really into the story of it on a personal level. It's fitting for the character, it's fitting for how everything is going. Yeah, so it's very entertaining, but it's, something I would never have watched or listened to if I wasn't told to. But I listened to it because the character, the actors, 2 of the actors, I like them both. But the story was very entertaining, and it's fitting how everything fits. The whole idea of it. There was a line in the story which in the commentary, the guy said he wanted to put it into the first series, but he still put in the second series. So, okay, that's important. But to me, it could have been a throwaway line anyway, because when I read it on Wikipedia, I thought there was gonna be, like, an internal battle between the bad guy and the original character, because that's what I'm gonna do whenever I write my other Doctor Who story. Basically the same idea. There's that inner conflict, the fight there. So that's what I was expecting. It didn't happen. I mean, it's nice to know it. The idea is there, but why wasn't it expanded upon? That's what I. That's one reason why I can knock it down a point. Because why didn't they go further with this? That's what I thought was going to happen. The the story itself, it's understandable. People do weird, wild, crazy things, but and I understand, but again, I would not personally have listened to it on any other concept, any other idea. It's basically these people go on a hunt for these creatures. It reminds me of a movie in the 70s where this rich man brings in all these people to go hunting for a werewolf because he believes that one of them is a werewolf. Turns out the werewolf kept coming through, going through and killing these other people off. And it turns out the werewolf was his wife. So, from what I remember, because I didn't watch the end of it, I had to read it online. He kills his wife. I just can't remember. Was it the actress or was it someone as the werewolf? So I don't remember that part. But he kills his wife and then he kills himself because she scratched him. So it wasn't he killed himself because of his love for her. He killed her because she was a werewolf and he was going to turn into a werewolf. It went that route. And so It reminds me of other things, but all about hunting, and that's not my thing. That's why I could not, you know, listen or watch stories like this at all. It's not my thing. But because it's Doctor Who and it's fitting of his character, of what was done, I understand it. Why I say it's not my jam. So that's why I can so my friend who's on Twitch and has the OBS and has IBS on her OBS can say she liked the story a lot because she got into it. I was more of the first story because it dealt with more business, and that's what I see all the time. So all these cutthroats and this, that I want power, I want this and that. And these people like, well, we're rich and we're going to start hunting these creatures which are bad, but the bad guy is using them for his own sake. So okay, and I ran out of lives on Candy Crush Soda Saga. So that's it for that. Now I don't want to wait 21 more minutes. It's already I got 1%. Wow. It's on charge instead of 1%. It's things that don't make sense to me. I did find my little lamb. Turns out someone hung it on the Christmas tree. So I got to remove the tag, remove the little thing off his leg. So nope, you cannot hang it on the Christmas tree. It goes over there. Meh. Entertainment. So it's just weird. Man, so I had the camera move all the time. I still had to work on the TV display, which I think I did. I did go through the holidays this year. I kind of went by old pictures of what I did. Just keep it March related because Easter does happen on 31st, which is strange to me because for me, Easter was always on April. But then I was like, why isn't it March? Because I didn't know about the religious thing. Oh, so Palm Sunday, which has passed, people ruined my Palm Sunday. And people are going to still ruin Zombie Jesus Day next Sunday. Say, they're going to ruin Zombie Jesus Day. So, yeah, I'm pretty much done with that scene. Yeah. I'll take a picture, post it on Instagram, put on my Facebook page. Yeah, that's good. Do that tomorrow. Listen to the audio again because I got it in my head, but it's like character names, every name I go through, it just takes time. I need more time. I need to know where I can put Psylocke. I found her in the bucket with the notes. So I have the other Psylocke up there with her X-Men uniform. This one came with I wanted her, and then she came with Phantom X. It's like, okay. Then I put Phantom X in the background. I was like, okay, that could be me. If I'm not Morph, it doesn't bother me being non-binary. Morph into different characters because that's what an actor did. That's what I did as an actor, kind of thing. The whole Q-tip head kind of is weird to me. Oh yes, I remember that. Yes, you and I both. I can see if I leave her head back, she got the gap on her neck. It's like, no, I can't have the gap on the neck. I need to put her head forward. And then when on X's for Show, when they were talking about it, I said, I love Psylocke. And Nico said, here's your homework. Who do you love more? Is it Betsy Braddock or Quanon? So I brought it up and gone, I thought it was Betsy that I loved in an Asian body, but then would she actually? And if I was Morph, would she fall for me? Because I could be any man she wanted to be. I actually wrote a story. I remember that too. I was Morph. I left the X Men. I wrote this back in 1996 when I wrote the story. I didn't write any Doctor Who stories because I could not feel fit to be the Doctor because I just called myself the Professor for many years. I couldn't even change it for a Doctor Who story. I'm so intimate, intimate, Entenmann's. I can go for an Entenmann's right now. I'm kind of hungry. So determined that it had to be the Professor, not the Doctor. And then when I got the title of Doctor legitimately, I changed it. Mindset is the way it is. But I was Morph. Yeah, it was it's when the animated series came out. Hence why there's Morph. And I left the X-Men because I felt I couldn't do anything for them. Because I didn't see season 2 because I couldn't make it. I couldn't watch it during the time period because of timing. I got one hand extra. I got a fist. Okay. I got one extra hand. I don't know if that's supposed to. I got it with one extra hand. I don't know. This one's the fist. This one's the open hand. I'm using the open hand for the sword. Oh, I see. So I would have to put the sword in her left hand, use the psychic blade in her right hand. So I'm going to switch hand, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use this or not, but I'm going to try anyway. From what I read through articles and people's ideas, it's how is it that oh, I used the wrong hand. It's her left hand. Okay, back to right hand. How did Maddie Pryor sneak in to have to the X-Men? Believed it was Jean. The idea, spoilers, could be going back to season 2 towards the end when Sinister was around. I honestly have no idea. I was just looking on eBay and it was this Psylocke with Phantom X. Say, ooh, Psylocke wearing black. So I have the single carded one, which they had the 2 releases, one with purple hair, one with black hair. And I ended up buying the second head on eBay because wanted to have that idea of, okay, I wanted to have her with the black hair or the purple hair. So I got both. It's like He-Man for the screen went. Now my whole screen went blank. I guess. Okay, here we go. Whew. Not cancel. Not cancel. But then put on the night light. Oh my god, it's too freaking bright. Put on your hot light. So the He-Man 2000X He-Man that was released a year or so ago. That had the yellow hair and it had the blonde hair. So I ended up buying the other one on eBay just to have both versions. Even though you can only have one head, but it's like, well, if I would alternate it. So there we go. There it is. That looks nice. But it's still, I thought of it during the show. I said, well, and I mentioned it. I said, well, Peliquanon, the original assassin, because when I read the comics, Betsy would fall for Warren, and then she fell for Phantom X. So, if I was Morph, still, I would not go with that Q-tip head. I'm sorry, I always say I'm losing more there. Ego thing. I always choose the original assassin, who's now an X-Men, since Betsy's Captain Britain and Quan-An is taking on the title of Psylocke. So that's what I went with. But since Betsy also dated Phantom X, it's like, okay, maybe Betsy, I don't know. I haven't been focusing on the comic books in forever and a day. But when X is for Show talks about comic books, like, okay, this is how I learn things. I ask a question, and it says everything. I asked about Iron Man, and he just told me the whole thing. It's like, oh my lord, really? And jokingly say, how does Emma Frost have this sled? And it said it's a wedding gift from her ex-husband, Tony Stark, because no one can believe that Tony Stark would still be married to Emma Frost. So, and the whole idea, like, okay, what about this character, with that character? I say, I'll let them tell me the story without buying the books. If there's some cool figures out there, I'll get it. So I got to figure out where to put Psylocke. I got her X-Men uniform just sitting over there. So for right now, she'll sit on my desk. Ready to pounce. Pounce, pounce, pounce. With her hand right there. A little further. There we go. Okay. Cool. She's wearing that black outfit, which is pretty cool. Still like the original one. Just more legs. Still got to paint Larry. Sit on my desk, waiting to be painted. Still got to clean more off my desk. Still got to get stuff prepared to send to my friend up in the New England area to work on customs. Still got to send my brother in the UK his birthday present for May. Still got to do a video to send to Scottish titles to say, yes, I got my paperwork. I love it. So they can send me $50. Half of what I paid for. Because I paid $40 to have the paperwork, which they didn't even sign. I have the paperwork say, okay, shouldn't they have witnessed this thing here and signed it off? No, they printed everything out and they stuck it in there. It's like, well, it's not really confirmed, is it? It's not really real, is it? So I had to like go to Scotland with my paperwork and say, could someone sign this, to verify it? Because I want to know how to, I want to frame it too, but it's like, well, I want picture framed. That's the way it be. So much to do. Well, I wasn't expecting this test to last for an hour. I wasn't expecting the last one to last for 2 hours. But I learned so much information from other people. Like my friend Ray, who's collecting classics on Instagram. He's in Germany right now. He bought Cyclone from Germany. I was like, dude, I came home specifically so he can get one. And then he said, I'll buy it from you. I said, that's your wedding gift because he got married on my birthday. So it's your wedding gift, so you have one in case you need to trade for something. Because he bought stuff and he gave other people, then he would run out because he would make a custom and he couldn't have anymore. So he said he stopped doing it. But he asked me, so yeah, no problem. He's the one that promotes me on Instagram. And he promoted me again on Instagram, which maybe brought in another viewer. Definitely a couple people subscribed to Instagram, so I did that way. I'll interview him. He'll probably interview me again if I'm Instagram live in a time. So he comes back to the States, I'll send it to him. It's all good. He did find Slacker. He said Walmart. And then when I told Kenzo, Kenzo said, no, that's in Target. So, oh, yeah, that's right. Moss Man and Krang are Walmart. So it's going to be hell to find those. And with Slacker, it's supposed to be Target. Kenzo got his on pre-order, and less than 5 minutes later, sold out pre-order. But he got one, and Ray got two, and he said to send it to me. He's like, don't worry about it. I mean, I got your Cyclone, which I'm going to send to you when you come back to the States, but you got two Slackers. Yeah, well, that's all right. It's just odd that I found Mouse Jaw when I was on trip in Orlando. There it was. Oh my God, I got Mouse Jaw. Oh my God, $25. And then Target had a thing. If you order online, you get it for 15. I think Kenzo said he did a price match. He went to Target and got it for 15. I kept thinking, do I need another one for 15? I don't need another one. I got the one, I'm fine. To myself. But so Ray was mistaken. He did not get it at Walmart because he would have got Krang from Walmart. And neither store have I seen Turtles of Grayskull. Everything else is Turtles. And for Target, they put it with the Turtles. They did not put it with the Masters of the Universe. But I think it's on the same shelf. Yeah. But no other figures except the one. Target rarely has anything anymore because the stuff's sat on a shelf. Walmart, every once in a while, I was like, okay. I saw a Snake Armor. Oh, I saw a Snake Armor Man at Arms at a Walmart. I said I already got one. But then someone I know, can't remember which one now, he had a custom head, which I do too. And he made the convention exclusive Man at Arms because it was that darker green body. I said, oh my God. I passed on it. Couldn't even think about it. And then I went on a Big Bad Toy Store and they had it for $20. Could ship it now. No, I don't want to ship now. And I ended up getting Stridor because he was 63% off. It's like, okay, I got the original Stridor. I don't ever think I got Night Stalker. I think I stopped towards the time at that time. But I have original Stridor. I'll get the new Stridor for $10. I'm content. Man at Arms was $20. Same price, basically. And I'll do a pile of loot. So I got it. I'm happy. But then some guy on eBay said, oh, I have the Wave 18 Triclops, which is the fan favorite, and it's an Entertainment Earth exclusive. Like, I had so many issues with Entertainment Earth because I had things sent to UPS through UPS, and I used the physical address of the post office. And for some reason, the stupid UPS does not see the post office as an operational building. My dad had the same problem. They could not send it to that address because at one location of UPS, they say no. But the other locations, yeah, no problem. We just send it to you. No big deal. We don't care. We don't have an issue with it. That's why I hate UPS. I have a UPS store address because it's a physical address and there's no issues with that. But it's also a lot of money to have it. That's where all the bills come in, major bills. So always know it's safe. But again, I just having a physical address through the post office should have been right. But because of UPS causing problems, that screws it up. That's what made so many videos about ranting about them. And how 2 months later I got my stuff from Entertainment Earth because they declared it lost, and they would not refund me. They did not respond to me. And all of a sudden, 2 months later, I get my package. All those superpowers. Wow. Stuff that I bought from McFarlane Toys, I gotta go through that too. The only thing I have left over in Entertainment Earth are Transformers Legacy Core Class Dinobots. The 5 I need, and are all on back order. The 5 I need that would create a Generation 2 Dinobot Volcanicus combiner that I have someone else paint for me. But I have the parts. I got spare parts of how I want it done. But I really got to go in the other room and clean. So the ideas are there. But it's just finding room. I was going to go through there, but I had to do my stuff. So tomorrow, I know what to do. I don't really need to listen to the audio again. I know it. I'm just going to bring up a Wikipedia. Say, okay, this is what I remember. I'm going to go that route. And hopefully more than just Mackenzie and I and Dave doing the reviews. I should be good. I'll be content. I'll be happy. But I got to message Kenzo and say, could you make me a 3D print of a YouTube award just to say it's 100 subscribers? Because I'm getting close. 6 more subscribers. I have 100. And I say, I have 100. Is this 100,000? Yes, but I'm special. See, it's not the big giant statue, and it's not made out of metal. It's a small, more compact one made as a 3D print. And specifically for me, saying I have 100 subscribers. That's what I'm aiming for. That's hilarious. That's funny. And that's what I would put on display. Say, look, you got one there. Oh my God, you got subscribers. He only has 100. Yeah, it says 100. April Fools. Me being silly. Like I had to remember on Wednesday, I get 3 free donuts. It's good till the end of the month. So I'm not going anywhere until Wednesday after all that freaking rain. So get my free lottery ticket, 3 free donuts. I could talk about that on Wednesday on Twitch. Because obviously here, I don't... Still got to take a picture of that. I'll do that tomorrow. Find a place to put Psylocke. I'm my other Psylocke. It's like I always love this uniform, and I wanted to have the whole display. It's like, how much is that? I don't think so, Tim. Hmm. 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 Have her sit there. Keep me company. The 2 Betsies. 1 coin. Well, 2 Psylocks. One's Betsy, one's Quanon. I just look at him. Go, to dream. While we try dreaming of my ex-internet girlfriend on Twitch, which I'm going to just look on. See, is she on there? No, no one's on tonight. Every time I click, I always miss an article. It says something about original Green Lantern being turned gay. Say, okay, I know when it happened. I'm just curious for the clickbait thing, and I missed it. I clicked too fast, and the article is somewhere lost and everywhere. It's okay. Too many articles. Nearly $2 billion up for grabs in Powerball Mega Millions drawings. That's true. 1.1 billion for Mega Millions, 800 million for Powerball. Mega Millions happened 40 minutes ago. I won't know. So if I won Mega Millions 40 minutes ago, the cash option is $525.8 million. 1.1 down to 525. That's not even half. That's more than half. And then taxes. Then taxes the next year. So I jokingly said last video, $1.1 billion with a cash option, pay taxes again one more time. I would probably have $333.3 million. I said $333,333,333.33 to keep that threes going. Powerball, I'm wrong. Tonight was Powerball. Powerball was $800 million with the cash value exceeding 384 million. So I always said it would be half, but I am wrong. I thought they say 800 million, it would probably be like a little over 400 million. No, it's 384. They calculated they're taking out more money. You want the cash option, you want the money now, we're gonna take even more money. And then we'll take out the taxes, and then we'll take out the taxes again because this is how much money you had in your bank. It's like, wow. So you had to give it all the people that don't need it, and all the people that do need it, which we can have a place, take an old mall and renovate it for all the homeless people so they can stay in. And that's what I would love to do. Say, look at that old mall. Turn it into a place for people that need it. Put in the food court. Help these homeless people. They're Americans. They don't deserve this. Help them. Canada the same way. They're Canadians. These are people that live here. That people that try to do something and things fell short. Help them. Stop giving luxuries to others that don't deserve it. So to win 384 million taxes. Oh, yeah, I estimate because taxes like 38%. So I don't know if they take the taxes out immediately when they give you the cash option, which if that is so, then take it out again because that new money has gone to your bank account, raise your tax credit, raise your tax bracket. So if that's true, 384 and then taxes, 300 on 100 to say 222 million. After all that, 222 million. Yeah, it's like, who's on my friends list here? Who needs some money? There you go. There's no problem with that. I just need a house on higher land so I won't have any problems with flooding like I have here. No, see if I use city water just because the septic tank is, screwing up my skin big time. That's all. Place to put Eternia, a nice big table. And so I can do all the different setups with the Attack of the Fakers. I have 2 Grizzlors, neither the Grizzlors. So just a little scene, just 2 Grizzlors. So that's all I went with. When they did that whole remake thing, how many do you want? I want 20,000 of them. Stuff like that. But Attack of the Fakers, that's one scene I wanna do big time. And then put all the Turtles of Grayskull in front of that. All wave 4, 1 through 4. Oh my god. Well, since it's Turtle of Grayskull, it had to be in front of Grayskull and in Grayskull. Yeah, so that's it. Because it's not Turtles of Eternia, it's Turtles of Grayskull. So I would do that. I have a little tiny figures, little 1-inch figures, like 5 of the Masters Universe. I set them in front of the Castle Grayskull. And with the little Hot Wheels, they had little vehicles, and the smallest scale, those are just too tiny for me, but Battle Cat, Tila, they're over there for the distancing. That's Panther, they're over there, but you got because they're that tiny, but you got He-Man, Skeletor, Merman, He-Man, Skeletor, Merman, Man-at-Arms, Beastman. Orko is too big. So maybe put Orko up top. And on the inside, have a scene with various figures. Little things like that. That's all I want to do. Hmm. But yeah, I should. Former doctors, Jodie Whittaker dresses her time as 13th Doctor. Okay, I'm just going to click a heart on it. I don't want to do the clickbait. Comic book CBR.com. They usually have. All I know is if I could go back in time, I'd somehow be in England, and I would marry that woman, and then discuss with everyone how I felt about Chibnall's plans. That's another song, "Missing You" by John Waite. I gotta post that one. Okay. Still 94 subscribers. Okay. Let me just still send this article to my Facebook page. I have 2 more chances if I didn't win Powerball tonight because the slip had it for 3 days, so that cost me $6. But Mega Means is tomorrow. Oh boy. To dream. 1 billion at 1.1 billion is still only the 5th largest. The largest Mega Means prize was 1.602 billion. Went to one winning ticket in Florida last August. I think it was the rich part where all these, Largo people near Trump live kind of thing. I think that was it. I don't remember. I wouldn't doubt it. Rich get richer. It's always that way. I can't find the article I was looking for there. So, Kenzo, you're back. Oh, yes. I'm so dreary-eyed. I thought I was still talking to Adam. Adam is here. Christina's listening in. Christina, I do hope you feel better. Yeah, Kenzo, I wrote it down when I was talking to on the last video. You already left. I was talking to Time Scales. This man has knowledge of all these people. He's uber famous himself. And I said, before I had to go to dinner, I still got a blank screen. I still got a freaking blank screen. I can't see. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, positive vibes. Positive vibes. Not too much. I would tell you, once upon a time, there was this cute girl, young woman. I can't say it, this young woman at work, and she wasn't feeling well, so I sent her all the my energy because I said, "I'm 100%." She was better like that, and I just for 2 weeks, I was so I know now to, I think I wonder because everything else is fine. It's just YouTube Live. It's driving me nuts just knowing it, and I had a little scab in my hair when I looked over and said, "Oh crap, I had a scab in my hair." If everything else works, everything else posts, I mean, I can see everyone doing the top chat, so be it. YouTube needs to figure it out. Like I said, when I first started YouTube Live, it was a mirror image, and I couldn't figure out why it did that. That's why reluctantly I did not do a video, period. I just couldn't do it. It's like, I don't like this mirror backwards image. It's freaking me out. And then when you told me, asked me about you when I'm doing live stuff, everything was fine. I said, "Oh my god, I'm gonna start doing it." And today was just a day of I will do a reboot though. Tomorrow is usually when there's a Windows update, so I will see. But it's on their end. It's on YouTube's end. It's like Facebook used to have pictures, so you didn't have to I did not have to type in the password again. Just click on a picture. Now it's like it logs me out completely and I had to type in a password. And the only one I remember is the main one. The other two, it's written down on papers that I said, I'm gonna eventually write down those passwords nice and cleanly. ADHD brain. But yeah, I said just timescales. I'm gonna have Kenzo make me a fake, smaller 3D printed award when I do get 100 people follow me on YouTube. And I say, "How did he get that? I didn't know it was that small." Yeah, it's very light too. I figured out a place. I would definitely find a place. I want this to be this multiple display area. So I was supposed to be cleaning that today, but I went through the notes. But I got everything done in my last video. And all this now is part of the talk show notes. My song lists are on the other one, which I need to type up. I need to go through YouTube, put in those videos, type up the list, give it to my system manager. Go, here's a list of songs to put on your Amazon playlist. So add it to it or create a new Terminator playlist like I did before. Of course, I had it in the year 2525 by Zager and Evans. I love that song. I had Sheena Easton's For Your Eyes Only. Things you don't really play at a grocery store, but it came on anyway. Hilarious. But I would find a place for the award just to say, look at that. It's there. Yeah, I need to get the details about that, this what the award looks like because I know someone, she just got one for 100,000 subscribers, like, so I need to find out, it's like, what does it look like? It's silver and it has a little thing there and looks like there's a mirror in the background, but it's not. So, it'll be an interesting, easy thing, but, to Tasty Cake for 100 reaching 100 subscribers. If it was vice versa, the Legend of Traveling Tars would have it, but we have over 144,000 subscribers on Facebook. Or was it 44,000 on YouTube and over 100,000 on Facebook? So it's like it's backwards. It's weird. It's interesting, but okay, guys. I was expecting this test to go to an hour and a half. I'm happy. I'm happy you guys are on here. You're my support. Grateful for that. I'm gonna want to tackle that. But I also want to do the video of me getting my papers from Scotland because I'm a laird. I own land in Scotland, and for me to get $50 back, I need to send them a video. And I know the videos work because I go through Logitech and download them onto YouTube. This YouTube Studios, it's all take a picture of the TV display, send a video to Corey of Make Shape Create saying, "These are the parts I'm gonna send Corey. I don't know when yet, but hopefully next week." So he can work on it. Make it my special He-Man and Skeletor and I was waiting for someone to make a oh, that was another thing. Mega Customs. He's on Facebook. I can't remember where he's located. I don't think it's Belgium. Maybe it is. 'Cause I got a lot of stuff from Etsy and from one dude on Etsy and from him on Facebook, and everything's in euro, but it's in, it's also in dollars, so I can it's PayPal friends and family. He had some commissions I had asked for, and he did have a Dragon Blaster Skeletor dragon head closed mouth, and I wanted that one for my custom Dragon Blaster He-Man figure using the Flying Fist He-Man, but using the back armor from a vintage no, using the back armor from the new Origins Dragon Blaster Skeletor because it was just, fit on there, glue it, paint it silver, paint the H on his chest green, paint the gold band silver to give it that whole Dragon Walker look to him, but so he has a green dragon. So that's the idea for that one. Flying Fist He-Man with the dragon from Dragon Blaster Skeletor, both from Origins, but painted green, but I wanted that closed mouth. So I don't know if Benjamin has the file. If he has the file, I'm gonna ask him a second because I want to take care of this thing first. Ask him if he has a file, and otherwise I'll find out. If I had to pay for it, I will take care of it. I'll pay him for the file, and then I'll send everything over because I wanted a closed mouth dragon for Dragon Blaster He-Man. The vintage He-Man, which needs to have the rubber band replaced in his legs. Corey can do that. I want to turn him into Anti-Eternia Dragon Blaster He-Man. So the idea of how is he going to paint the Black Dragon? That's all seem fitting. And Faker, the other one, another vintage Faker, and make him the Dragon Blaster Faker, with the dragon being that blue to match Duplicate. So I have two amazing vintage ones, and Barbarossa Customs. He's making me a custom head, vintage looking Faker Leo Toys version because he had the mask on. So that one would be special for a vintage style Leo Toys Faker head for the vintage Mattel Faker body with the vintage Dragon Blaster Skeletor dragon armor painted that funky blue to match Duplicate. That was it. Along with taking 2 battle armor figures of He-Man and Skeletor, having them with the 3D printed parts from Shapeways, one with the cannon bursting out, and the other one with the dragon, green dragon bursting out. So 5 figures that I have planned that Corey can work on his show and take care of. They're in a box. Do a video, send them out to him. Do the Scotland thing, do the video, email it. Take a picture, Instagram, post it on Facebook. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. In 10 hours. Because it's almost midnight. And I got to go sleep. Because I'm old and cranky about this whole thing. So thank you, Adam. Thank you, Kenzo. Appreciate you keeping me company. All the best to Christina. Get my flip phone. It's midnight. My tablet. Put on some YouTube music. Meditation music to fix my broken body. Because I can see that no one is on Twitch. Another article about that. Okay, no one's on Twitch, so I don't have to have her with an ugly face saying I'm on her Twitch page. Okay, so gentlemen, thank you again. I will chat with you all later. Have a good night. End stream.